South Bend, Indiana. It's the Rice Owls and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, Dayton Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rice's offense to go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
This quarterback part of their running game. Might have a chance. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The run inside. It's Jackson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Throwing, Carr. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Gonna run it. It's Mobley. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, this is the opposite of what this defense wanted. They told us in meetings, like they were focused on this running back, can't give up the big plays. He's touched it twice, and he's made 2 big plays. They've got to wrap him up. Sometimes you don't realize how good somebody is until you get into a football game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Notre Dame right back to the line. Sends it back in motion. Right back to it. And he's still running after the move. Maybe some room here.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. All by himself down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rice. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Gilbert. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties. But Palmer, he showed last year throughout the season he grew and became a pretty dang good football player.
Yeah, and I think really at the end of last year, he was certainly playing well enough for them to reach the college football playoff. I think he's one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people look at this year's Notre Dame team and they say we are a legit national championship caliber team. You know Notre Dame's going to play defense with Marcus Freeman as the head coach. You know they're going to have playmakers at the skill spots, but C.J. Carr, he's going to be the key for them this season.
They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the RPO, He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Running inside, it's Mobley. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football team, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Carsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, now what?
There he goes. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, they go back to the option play, and now this is the 2nd time, Pollock, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really...
He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. And he makes the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them. in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. The run inside. It's Williams. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Maybe a crease. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, force him to fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Carr buys a little time. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. And it's the Tigers, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now back to your game in South Bend. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey, guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Caught, and he's got room. Powers through. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Owls getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback.
Oh, they block it. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. On target. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Mobley. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Throwing, Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Play action. Carr. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running to the left. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. It's complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. A run inside. It's Jackson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Hard running there. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gilbert. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And you look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Gets the back moving. Run in the red zone, it's Young. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly. I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
So now on comes the field goal unit. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's lane.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Off-play action. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Bill.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you start to string together